like a depressive type of feeling, though I'm not depressed. I don't know if anyone else is having the same sort of symptoms, but it's really intense at the moment as we go through these changes. Anyway, so I'll have a look at the energy report for this week and see if we're going to get any lighter. Now, I will also say that I had some wood dropped off last week. Very, very heavy blue gum, I think it was. And the guy, he was quite here late at night, and he had a massive trailer, and just the wood just sort of tumbled out onto the driveway. But the next day, while I was stacking the wood, I got to the bottom of the pile and found a dead white owl underneath. So if anyone has any insights on that, I actually did get, because, and I'm really hoping this is true, but I mean, usually it means death, a white owl, and to see a dead white owl in your driveway, I mean, it could actually mean some bad times coming for me. What? It doesn't matter, whatever. But I also get, though, that our times of tribulation are nearly over, and probably, yeah, the death. I think we're going through a massive death process at the moment, energetically and within ourselves, and also to our outer world. And I do get that. Look, see, I've got the tower energies. I really do feel like we're coming to an end. And I have to also tell you, just before COVID started, I was out the back in my backyard with a group of friends, and we noticed a white owl sitting in the tree. And one of the girls actually said to me, "Oh, a white owl," and this person is not in any way spiritually minded at all, but she said a white owl is a bad omen in the daytime. Next thing we know, COVID hits and the world goes into lockdown and absolute chaos. So to see a white owl on the same property 3 years later, I'm going to take that as a really good omen that, and in the daytime, under a load of very heavy wood, that I'm going to take that as a very good omen that maybe our trials and tribulations to do with all of this control is coming to an end, you know. Also, we have the tower. So as I've said, you know, I really feel like the Cabal's tower is crumbling and falling, and we're going to be heading into some really good energy and good times coming. It's, however, the tower must fall. So, you know, I feel like the darkness is going to fight back just a little bit, but I do feel like they've been taken out. It's kind of like the tower in at the end of the Lord of the Rings when it all comes down, and that's what I'm getting a vision of. So, you know, we'll see what else is going to happen for the week. Interesting times we are living in. And we have the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands also is about a newness and a moving forward, because, you know, it's like childlike energy, but in a way it's kind of like new beginnings in moving forward. And also being able to see out, if you have a look at these wands here, they represent, there's a lot of new growth on it. So he's sort of like looking out at the horizon and maybe seeing where, you know, and there's a sense of peace to this person as well. So, you know, leaving the bad times behind him maybe and looking out on a new horizon with new growth coming through. So, yeah, interesting stuff. What else have we got for this week? Queen of Swords, the truth. It's also truth. And you know what is going on at the moment? We have actually realised, if you are awake at all, you've realised that probably absolutely everything that you've ever been taught in school or anywhere has been based on a lie. So it's now time for the truth. And the Queen of Swords is quite, she's very direct. She's very knowing. She does not take any nonsense, and she does not suffer fools. And that's exactly, you know, where we're at right now. It's like, don't lie to me anymore. I mean, the mainstream media, you will see, would just constantly lie. But you know, every time I read any sort of article at all, especially on Facebook or anything like that, the comments underneath are full of lots of people who are awake to what's really going on and just demanding that they start to tell the truth. The mainstream media, you will not get 1 ounce of truth. If you do, it'll be tiny little snippets and little bits. But I really feel like they're going to have to start to tell the truth now, because the bad times, the darker times are now starting to really begin to fall very quickly. And we have the Wheel of Fortune here, so we're moving into, and it's like an uptake on the whole world of where we're actually going. And you know, 3 years ago, this Wheel of Fortune probably would have been upside down and going around the other way. So there would have been bad times coming and you could see it. But this is like moving into good fortune. So we're on the uptake now. And the Magician, which is us, we are the ones who are going to be the ones to change this whole entire world. Of course, change does begin within, as always. And everything that we see in our outer world is just a reflection and a projection of everything that we are within. And it's a really good idea, I think, now. And a lot of the readings that I've done is about is about now going within to find the energy and the truth, and also peace from within. And as that begins to change, and also to find too that very, very deep within is a feeling of absolute unconditional love for all that is. And that is exactly where the world is going. But of course, everything starts from within. And I've always stated too, and in an earlier channeling that I did with Harms, I think it was last year, that the solar flash must begin within. There can be no, I feel like, you know, a lot of people talk about the solar flash being something that it will catalyze us and move us into these newer 5D energies, which I understand that. However, at the moment, I really feel that it is actually already happening, that the rapture that they mention in the Bible is happening, but it's happening from within. Everything begins from within. The healing begins from within. So I really feel like the solar flash is actually, it begins from the light and the information and the love that we feel from within, and the unconditional love that we feel from within. And a lot of us are being asked now to go within and to find those energies of unconditional love that we are going to be bringing onto the planet. There is a self-satisfaction there, because we have come so far, and the world. These are great energies for the week, guys. You know, I really feel like the darkness is falling. And as we really, really begin to find the truth within ourselves, we're going to be able to see that a lot more in our outer world. And yeah. And also too, as I said, the unconditional love that resides within. When you find that and really focus and hone in on that, that can only then project onto the world around us. Yeah, so that's it. However, I will actually find, just a minute, another. We have the Whispers of Love Tarot here. Well, it's actually not, it's they're oracle cards. And we might pull a card for them for the week. The Whispers of Love, as we've been talking about unconditional love, so I'm going within. Yeah, the Ascension symptoms, I think, are still, you know, really are amping up at the moment, and yeah, a lot of us are feeling it. We've got 2. So yeah, listen with your heart. Your heart knows the way, it knows the truth. What does it say here? You are listening but need to hear with a loving heart. That is exactly right. So, you know, I've always said that everything resides in the heart. You know, the truth of who we are and the truth of who we are upon the earth plane comes from the heart, the feelings of the heart. Your mind, of course, will get you only so far. We are emotional beings, and we've been given our heart center to access those feeling centers and those emotions, which is the truth of who we are. And to practice compassion. That is the one way that we can actually also to begin to find that unconditional love from within, is to practice compassion to not only the people around us, but especially to ourselves, and to see things from a fresh perspective. Yeah. So, you know, I think this is a really fantastic card to finish on, because, you know, as you begin to practice compassion and have compassion for yourself and others, then you will also to begin to access those unconditional loving energies from within. Okay, so they're the energies for this week. I hope your week goes really, really well, and yeah, much love, and we'll see you next week.